Hey there, tech fans. Today I've got the brand new Orei DP-FO10-KVM DisplayPort extension kit with KVM functionality. This product makes it incredibly easy for you to share media content from any DisplayPort device at one location with a second remote location up to 10 kilometers away over a single fiber optic cable. The product fully supports DisplayPort 1.4 standards and is HDCP 2.3 certified, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. It also provides KVM functionality, which allows you to plug a keyboard and mouse in at the remote location to remotely control the computer at the primary location. And the transmitter module provides local loopback for the video, which means you can continue to enjoy the content here at the primary location while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing first, just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the transmitter and the receiver modules, and I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand how to use them. And then I'll come back one more time and point out some of the special features that this product provides. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module. You'll find two 5-volt, 2-amp DC power supplies. You can simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, which plugs directly into each of the modules and provides all the power you'll need for operation. You'll find a set of brackets you can use for both modules to mount them up off the ground and out of the way, and a USB cable you can use for connecting your computer to the transmitter if you decide to take advantage of that KVM functionality. And then finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other really good information about the product that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at both modules, and then I'll come back and point out some of those special features. Inside the kit, you'll find a transmitter module and a receiver module. And both of these feature full metal enclosures, which make them incredibly durable. Let's start with the transmitter module first. On either side of the cabinet, you'll find ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during Operation Escape to keep the electronics inside at a comfortable temperature. You'll also find mounting holes on both sides of the cabinet that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount the module up off the ground and out of the way. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, is a power indicator. When you add power to the module, it starts an internal power on self-test, and when it passes that test, it'll light the power LED, letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is a link indicator. When you power up both modules and make the fiber optic connection between them, that cable is checked, and once it's been verified, the link indicator will come on, letting you know you have a solid connection between the modules. When you connect this unit to a media player that you'd like to share the content from with the remote location, that cable is checked, and once it's been verified, the input indicator comes on, again, showing you have a solid connection to your media device. And then this module provides local loopback, where you can actually enjoy the video here while you're simultaneously sharing it with the remote location. And to use that feature, you'll connect an HDMI cable to the rear of the module and a local monitor. And once you make that connection, it's checked. Once it's been verified, the output indicator comes on. And then to the right of that is a service port. It's a USB-C port that's used for updating firmware on the module later on if needed. And to complete that upgrade, you'll connect this to a local computer and simply move the firmware file over to the module. On the rear of the module, starting on the left, you'll find the fiber port. That's where one end of the fiber optic cable between the transmitter and the receiver plugs in. To the right of that is an HDMI port labeled output. This is the local loopback port that you'll connect to a local monitor to enjoy the content. To the right of that is a DisplayPort. That connects to whatever media device you'd like to share your content from with the remote location. To the right of that is a USB port. This product provides KVM functionality, and to take advantage of that, you'll need to connect this transmitter to a local computer using the cable that's included with the kit, and you'll connect to that port. And then finally, to the right of that is a DC input port, and that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there and provides all the power you'll need for operation of the module. The receiver module, very similar. You've got a metal enclosure, ventilation slots on both sides, mounting holes for the brackets. On the front of the unit, another power indicator, another link indicator, and another output indicator. To the right of that, another service port for updating the firmware. On the rear of the module, another fiber channel connection. That's where the other end of the fiber cable from the transmitter plugs in. To the right of that, you've got a DisplayPort output port. This connects to a local monitor at the remote location that you'd like to enjoy the content on. The receiver module also provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio from the media content being displayed. And if you'd like to take advantage of that, you can connect right here to a local stereo or soundbar to enjoy that enhanced audio. To the right of that are two full-sized USB-A ports labeled K and M. That's for keyboard and mouse. Again, if you'd like to take advantage of the KVM functionality, you can plug a keyboard and mouse in right here to remotely control the computer at the primary side. And then finally, to the right of that, another DC port that's used with the second power supply. And you'll plug that into a wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection you can plug in right there and finger tighten that collar to provide all the power you'll need for operation. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the Orei DP-FO10-KVM with other products you may be considering. And the first thing has to do with extension distance. This product provides a full 10 kilometers of distance between your primary and secondary locations, which offers you a lot of flexibility on where you locate that secondary site. Another big difference is the fact that this unit provides full KVM functionality, which allows you to connect the keyboard and mouse up at the remote location so you can remotely control the computer at the primary location. Another big difference is the fact that this unit provides local video loopback at the primary site through an HDMI connection, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content here while you're simultaneously sharing it with your remote location. And then the final difference is the fact that this kit is both DP 1.4 and HDCP 2.2 certified, which means it's plug and play compatible with a wide range of modern media equipment. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.